Hey, what's up, guys? Frankie here. We're going to be talking about in your agency. Man, this is just such a cool thing, by the way, is creating messaging that attracts your best clients while simultaneously repelling all the bad clients, all the annoying headaches, the douchebags, the people who are going to blame you and say all your leads are bad, and all those kind of things. So let's get into it. By the way, when you have an agency where your clients are really cool and it's fun, you really feel like you got the Schwartz.
You have the ring, and I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
Good old Spaceballs, huh? So, in order to use your Schwartz to attract the right people, there's a couple things you got to do. And actually, it's more about the clarity that comes within you produces the messaging. So one of the biggest things that I found that's really, really relevant, a mentor of mine named Travis taught this to me, which is to come up with 1 to 2 yes or no litmus tests to qualify your people in just a sentence or two. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you a couple examples so this can become really clear. And it's important, by the way, that these questions are not wishy-washy, like, do you want to get more clients on AdWords? Like, well, what does that mean? What does more clients mean? Yes or no? Of course, everybody would like more clients, but it's different. What you want to do is a success criteria where it's like, if I was going to get somebody results, they would at least have to have this. So I'll give you an example. I have a few friends who work in the coaching space, and one of the things those coaching people need is a list or an audience, and so they might say something like, you have to have an audience of at least 500 people in a Facebook group. I'm trying to get in the sun here so I don't look like an old man in a shadow, but it doesn't seem to be working. So imagine that. Imagine that you have people that have to have at least 500 people in a Facebook group. That would just make your life easier, and it's a very binary, very strong yes or no. No, I do not have 500 people. Yes, I do. So here is another example. I've found that when I work with lawyers, the best lawyers are not solo owners and operators because they tend to be kind of like more lawyery types and less business owner entrepreneurial types. So a lot of times they're in court, they're fighting and battling and all those good things, but they don't necessarily share those business growth ideas very often. Sometimes you find the odd one, but for the most part they're lawyers. Another example is if there's too many, what I found is the opposite. Then it gets really big and corporate-y, and we have to have meetings about things, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't personally like those kind of clients. So for me, it's very easy. Do you have a law firm between 5 and 20 people? That's a yes or a no, right? Very, very cut and dry answer. And if I know if I'm going to be successful with you, if you're a law firm with between 5 and 10 people, right? So we can create clear messaging out of that. Here's another one. One of the things I found that helps is if they have a database of customers. So it might be just like, do you have a database of customers? If the answer is no, and they haven't invested in any kind of software and they're not tracking people, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's probably not going to be an established enough business to really move the needle. And so what you want to do is get so crystal clear on that you can look at your best clients and your worst clients and see what were the success factors that they either brought or didn't brought. And then also, what were the warning signs? Usually there's attitude-y things. Like whenever I've taken on a bad client, usually because I was desperate for the money at that time in my life, what ended up happening is they revealed themselves as bad clients before I noticed. And because I was so excited to get a paycheck, I ignored all the warning signs and things like that. And so maybe you might be ignoring some of the warning signs. So I want you to think about the clients that haven't worked for you. What were some of the warning signs that were there? Because when you do this, what you'll find, by the way, is that you can create messaging that attracts the right people and automatically repels the wrong people. So like for me, for example, if I might create a message that says, hey, if you run a law firm between 5 and 20 people, listen up. immediately starts it with the right person. And then all I got to filter for a little bit is their attitude. Are they going to be nice people to work with? Are they going to be kind and respectful? So I hope that's helpful to you guys. I know you guys probably got a lot more ideas on good and bad clients and how to screen for those, but I just wanted to give you this short little tip today. And I'd love to hear some of your comments below with your experience with either terrible clients or good ones, and what you found that help, or what you're looking for help on, or any kind of questions you might have. And that's all I got for you guys. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, and may the force be with you.